I'm R. Sucharita, Government Degree College, Khairatabad, Hyderabad, Department of English. So, today we are going to learn about The Kite Maker, which is written by Ruskin Bond. So, we are going to do the story of The Kite Maker, Ruskin Bond. So, there was but one tree in the street known as Gali Ramnath, an ancient banyan that had grown through the cracks of an abandoned mosque. And little Ali's kite had caught in its branches. The boy, barefoot and clad only in a torn shirt, ran along the cobblestones of the narrow street to where his grandfather sat nodding dreamily in the sunshine of their back courtyard. So you can see the banyan tree here on the slide, and you can see an old man here. You can see an old man. So he is the old man, he is the grandfather, and there was but one tree in the street known as Gali Ramnath. So the street's name is called as Gali Ramnath, and this tree, it is an ancient banyan that had grown through the cracks of an abandoned mosque, and a little Ali's kite had caught in its branches. Okay, so these are the kites. These are the different kinds of kites you can see on the slide, and this is Ali. Okay, so Ali is flying a kite here. You can see his kite. Okay, so it is caught in the branches. It is caught in the branches, and in the same this you can see there is a mosque also. Okay, there is a mosque there, and little Ali's kite had caught in his branches. So like this the kite was, and this is Ali, and this is Ali. Okay, this is the little Ali, and had caught in his branches. The boy, barefoot and clad in a torn shirt, so he wore a torn shirt, and he is not having any slippers on his feet, ran along the cobbled stones of the narrow street where his grandfather sat nodding dreamily in the sunshine. So he was running and he went to his grandfather. And grandfather, he sat under that banyan tree, and what is he doing? He is dreaming there. He is dreaming there in the sunshine of their back courtyard. Grandfather, shouted the boy, my kite has gone. So the old man woke up from his daydream with a start, and raising his head, displayed a beard that would have been white had it not been dyed with mehendi red leaves. So when the boy shouted to the grandfather, when he told, my kite has gone, then the old man, listening to his grandson's voice, he woke up from that daydream with a start, and he was raising his head, and he displayed his beard. Okay, he had a beard, and that beard, it was dyed. So he put a dye, that too it was a red dye with the mehendi leaves. Okay, so he woke up from his dream, and he was asking his grandson, did the twine break? So he asked, I know the kite twine is not what it used to be. No grandfather, the kite is stuck in the banyan tree. So grandfather is asking whether the twine, if it is broken. And grandfather was telling that, so the twine is not of good quality like that in the old days. Now it is of no quality. So that is why the kites are breaking, he says. No, grandfather, the kite is stuck in the banyan tree. So Ali says that no, no, grandfather. He was completely concentrating about his own kite, the grandson, and he was only explaining about the kite which was stuck in the banyan tree. So the old man chuckled. So this is the twine, you can see, this is the charak we say. And the old man chuckled, you have yet to learn how to fly a kite properly, my child. So he says that grow old man. So he was chuckling, he was laughing, and he was telling that you should know how to fly a kite properly. And I'm too old to teach you. Now at this age, I'm unable to teach you. That's the pity of it. But you shall have another. So, grandfather, he will be comforting his grandson. It's all right if it is stuck in the banyan tree. That is a pity, but you will be having another kite. So he had just finished making a new kite from bamboo paper and thin silk, and it lay in the sun firming up. It was a pale pink kite with small green tail. So, like that, when he heard what did a grandfather do, he just finished that making kite. And that kite, how did he make? He made it with bamboo paper, and he made it with thin silk. So both the paper and the silk was mixed, and it lay in the sun firming up. It was a pale pink kite, okay, and with a small green tail. So it was a pale pink. It was a pale pink kite, and it also had tail. Okay, so that was the small green tail. So you can see so many kites here in the picture. So one of that is the pale pink kite with the green tail. And then the old man handed it to Ali, and the boy raised himself on his stones and kissed his grandfather's hollowed out cheek. So this Ali, the little grandson of that old man, he became very happy. Ali was very happy, and he raised his toes, and in order to reach his grandfather's cheek, and he kissed his grandfather on his cheek. And grandfather's cheek, because he was very old, it was hollowed out cheek. So like that, he was very happy, and I will not lose this one, he said. So taking the new kite, Ali, what did he tell? I'm not going to lose it, I'm going to keep it very carefully. So this kite will fly like a bird. And now he wants that he wants to fly this kite like a bird. Okay, and then what did he do? And he turned on his heels and skipped out of the courtyard. So, like that, he was turning on his heels, and slowly he started skipping out of the courtyard. So, the old man remained dreaming in the sun. His kite shop was gone, the premises long since sold to a junk dealer. He still made kites for his own amusement and for the benefit of his grandson Ali. So that is the grandfather. he was under that same tree, and he remained dreaming in the sun. And he is dreaming about his kite shop. When he was young, he had a kite shop. Now he no more he has that kite shop, and the premises is very very long. And what did he do? He sold that kite shop to a junk dealer, but he still made kites at home also. Still, grandfather, what is he doing? He is still making kites for his own amusement, for his own happiness. He didn't stop making kites. He was an expert kite maker, and for the benefit of his grandson Ali, because of his grandson Ali, he started making kites. Not many people bought kites these days. So he told that many of the people, they are not buying kites because people became very busy with the electronic gadgets these days. And adults also, they disdained them. That means adults are also rejecting them, and children, they are preferring to spend their money at the cinema. They want to spend their time at the cinema hall. Instead of buying a kite, they want to enjoy a movie. So, moreover, there were not many open spaces left for the flying of kites, and the city has also become a concrete jungle. Everywhere you find all the buildings and the houses which are built, and there are no left out open spaces in order to fly kites. So the city had swallowed up the open grassland. So the city, it swallowed this open grassland that had stretched from the old fort's walls to the river bank. So from the old fort's walls to the river bank, so the grassland, it is there was a very big grassland, so that they can fly kites. But now you cannot see any more open grassland like that. The city had swallowed up. That means the city has swallowed, means it has built so many concrete buildings. So that is why it had become a concrete jungle. So, but the old man remembered a time when grown men flew kites and great battles were fought. The kites swerving and swooping in the sky, tangling with each other until the string of one was severed. Then the defeated but liberated kite would float away into the blue unknown. There was a good deal of betting, and money frequently changed hands. So like that, that old man, the man that is grandfather, the grandfather, he remembered his time when grown men, how they flew their kites, how they enjoyed, and how those great battles were fought only with the kites. And the kites, they were swerving and swooping in the sky, they were tangling with each other. So this is the great battle. The kites were tangling with each other until the string of one was severed, until one string is cut. Zaf Patang, they say. So, like that, they would fight with these kites. Then the defeated but liberated kite would float away. So, the string which is cut, the kite which is cut in this battle, then that was defeated and that became free. It was liberated, and the kite, it would flew away. It would flew away into the blue unknown. So there was a good deal of betting. So because of these kite battles, they would also bet. There was a good deal of betting, and whoever wins, they will be getting money, and that money, it frequently changed hands. Okay, so this we have seen in that is the story of the lesson, that is the kite maker, which is written by Ruskin Bond. So I told you the main characters in this story are that is grandfather, and grandfather's name, whose his name is called as Mahmood, and you can see on the slide he is sitting under the old banyan tree, and he is having a grandson who is called as Ali, little Ali. He is a kid, you can say, and then he is fond of flying kites. And then grandson is Ali. And how were those days and how are these days? So up till now we have learned the comparison of the olden days and these days, and how grandfather is an expert kite maker, and in this age also how he made the kite with the help of the bamboo paper and the silk mixed with it. With the thin silk he made a beautiful kite for his grandson, that is Ali. Okay, so this is the manja thread, which is